can you beat the Convertible Car World Cup in Gran Turismo 2 using just a single Honda Beat? The short answer is yes. Yes, you can. Now that we've gotten the impatient people out of the way, let me invite you to see exactly how I've done it. I won't sugarcoat it. The Honda Beat, as much as I love the way it looks, by the way it looks adorable, sucks. It being a K sports car, it happens to have around 63 naturally aspirated yet gutless buzzing hornet particles in the boot. I say gutless because if you take one gander at the amount of torque it is putting out,
ooh, that's kind of small.
It is definitely not climbing any hills stock, that's for damn sure. So before I even begin, I am just going to slap everything I can on this thing and hope for the best. Turbo kit? Oh, it only has the stage 1 upgrade. Well, that puts a spanner in the works. Does this thing have a race mod? Yes it does, and it is a pretty cool one. I will not be using it, however, as I don't think it will do much, but it is good to keep in mind as a last resort. After a quick dash to the tuning menu, I was on my way to begin the race.
3, 2, 1, go!
I was making great time and managed to get into the lead right after crossing Sector 1. Whoa. Slightly tail happy, but that's to be expected. As I got to the end of the back straight, I noticed a slight issue with my car. It is the end of the back stretch, and I am running out of speed. And almost lost the rear. Phew! That was close. But it appears the opposition is nowhere near pouncing distance, so I should be safe for now. My prediction turned out to be true, as I managed to keep my speed through sectors 1 and 2, pulling out a massive lead and ended up winning by nearly 6 seconds over second place. Great start off the line, but it appears that the opposition is a tad more powerful than me, and are leaving me for dead. No worries, this is a very twisty and momentum-heavy track, where small and underpowered cars like mine tend to do rather well. After playing catch-up for a bit, I managed to pass 3 cars right before the back straight, which is a slight decline, and it has a very quick chicane at the end, which my little beat managed to navigate flat out. In doing so, I was able to carry enough speed to pass the second place MR Spider, and muscle my way to the Copperhead right before the final straight. This time the race was a lot closer, with me having to employ some certified Gran Turismo maneuvers to keep the second place Copperhead at bay, and barely eke out a victory by less than 1/10 of a second. That last race was already putting me to the test, so I am not at all looking forward to what awaits me when I have to face 400 plus horsepower monsters, but I'm very curious how off the pace I am going to be. Mind you, I've not had much practice at Trial Mountain with this car, but it is very much a momentum circuit in these older games, unlike its pre-profiled version in GT7, so fingers crossed, I guess.
3, 2, 1, go!
And it went just as you'd expect. For the whole race, I was hard in the chase, even in contention for 5th, after the Griffith messed up, went wide at the start of lap 2, but with me being overly ambitious, I lost too much speed and it got past. I ended up finishing this first attempt around 9 seconds down in last place. To be fair, the competition was stacked, as there was a Shelby Series 1 and a Ford Indigo, which the latter is exclusive to A-Spec, I knew there was time in this car, as I constantly kept either losing the rear or going in too hot and off the racing line. And then it dawned on me that I've purchased a limited slip differential, and I forgot to put it on the car. So for the second attempt, I quickly rectified the mistake and went straight in. Whoa. The field seems to be pretty stacked again, but let's see if the differential actually does something. Sure enough, it did, as I managed to keep the tail end of the car calm and collected, which led to me improving my first lap performance by 2.2 seconds over my first attempt, being 5.2 seconds down from the lead car, and with the lower placed cars in my sights, I was ready. The Cobra had a bit of an off-road excursion, and so did the Viper, it seems. That slowed it down enough for me to commit Turn 3 Austria shenanigans on the inside and slip past up to 4th. They were having none of it as they passed me on the back straight, and with me overkicking the hairpin at the end, I wasn't able to convert it to a position as both of them sped past me as soon as I've gotten ahead of them. But a good run down Sector 3 allowed me to sneak past the Cobra at the final major braking zone, finishing 5th, 3.7 seconds down the leader. Man, that was really difficult, but a definite improvement in terms of handling. I just need a bit more practice and maybe a slightly more favorable lineup of opponents, and I am sure I'll be able to win. On attempt number 3, the Indigo was replaced by yet another A-Spec exclusive machine, the Renault Sport Spider. And after a pretty good first lap, apart from the same turn where I passed the Cobra, oh cock, and I've lost too much speed, I began to think that all hope was lost, especially when none of the cars in front went off at the undulating chicane at the start of the lap. But then, the Viper touched some grass and slowed down. Man, I am carrying so much speed right now, it is insane! Beautifully on the brakes. Can I get a pass? Oh my god, that was insane! How did this even work? If only the Tuscan was just that slight bit slower back there, I would be free. But this definitely shows that it is very much beatable. I just need a more favorable lineup. Something like an Aston instead of the Tuscan, or a Jaguar. After a few more, fruitless yet very close endeavors. Amazing pace that I've got now. Sub 30 Sector 1. Come on, surely this has to be it. Just gotta focus now. Very smooth through Sector 2, and oh my, how much speed am I carrying onto the back straight? And I managed to pass the Aston. Don't you dare screw me over now. I'm not letting you by, asshole. Broke a little too much there, because I was hogging the inside line. That could have been faster. Come on, little beat, come on! Slightly clipped the outside wall, but still very doable. And around the outside up to 4th. Amazing exit there in the slipstream of 3rd now. The 3rd place Prowler overshot the final chicane, and I've managed to get up to 3rd place right across the line and set a blazingly quick 145.253. Both of the lead cars overdid it there. This could be my big chance. Yes! Up to 1st. Now I can't get too excited as there's the back straight to consider, and I'll have to keep the opposition at bay now in a car that is the size of a milk carton. Great and smooth exit onto the backstretch.
Warning,
Oh,
missiles.
no you don't. Thank you for the boost.
Warning, missiles.
Thank you again. After those two bumped me, I was worried of overshooting the hairpin being on the inside, but I somehow managed to get a mid-corner correction by lifting off the throttle. Surely this is it. There's no way these guys will pass me now. Just gotta keep them at bay. Brilliant through here. Just one more turn. I'm not in the wall. Yes, come on. No way you pass me here at the chicane on the outside. You break here. Yes! 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 Get in! Finally! Woo! Screaming like I've hit my thumb with a hammer, I was finally done with the challenge. The little beat that was written off to be one of, if not the worst K car in the game, managed to beat the Convertible Car World Cup with its own power. Well, not stock, mind you, but its own power nonetheless. With this series beat, today's episode comes to its conclusion. If you made it this far and you've enjoyed today's video, drop a like and a comment with some suggestions on what you'd like to see next. And if you're looking forward to seeing more from this channel, feel free to click on that subscribe button. Until next time.